We're so excited.
Salute.
All right, salute. Salute. Chin chin.
Hey, take the gun, leave the cannoli, yeah.
You messed that one up.
I know.
Starting the first virtual cooking class, first Zoom cooking class for Not Your Mama's Pasta. I've got my friends Donald and Stephanie here. Oh, they bought some of that good stuff. There you go. So today we're gonna be cooking stuffed Paccheri. So Paccheri is a pasta that's kind of like a shell, like manicotti, but it's shorter. So it's like a little short tube that you can stuff, you can make with different sauces, and it's from Campania. And it's kind of like a poor man's pasta. It's from like Campania, where Naples is. When you think of Naples, it's like grungy, like real city area. People think of like the street food. But one of the famous dishes is the sartu, which is a big pie where they layer like risotto and meatballs, ragu, pasta, and all in like a big pie. So what I like about this is it's the Paccheri, that poor man's pasta, but then we stuff it with all these ingredients and make it into like a nice fancy dish. You can serve it at like dinner parties, stuff like that. Dude, when I make this pasta, it's like people go nuts. It's so good.
It's the poor man's pasta?
Yeah. No, we make it the rich man's pasta.
Yeah.
Hey.
You got your mise en place? That one looks good. Ooh.
It's all natural.
I like that one.
Got the flag. It's got the flag. It's legit.
Okay. Oh, you're using one of those? Isn't that cheating, dude?
Slap
You
chop.
took knife skills.
Slap chop.
I told him to get that. Who's better at chopping? Him? Okay, both.
You took knife skills.
You both suck at it.
Whoa.
Whoa.
We'll have Donald, you'll do the chopping. So you'll do the stuffing for the pasta. And Stephanie, you'll...
We should wash our hands first. COVID-19.
Yes.
I don't wash hands. Stephanie, you'll be dealing with the pasta, prepping it, making the shape, and you can probably do the bechamel sauce as well.
Should we be boiling water?
Yeah, so first thing, Stephanie, get a big pot of water and start, get it boiling. Donald, we're gonna start, yeah, there you go.
Perfect.
And Donald, let's start chopping stuff. So the stuffing, the stuffing that we're gonna make is we're gonna fry up mushrooms, sausage, leeks, add in ricotta cheese, a little garlic, and that's what we're gonna stuff the pasta with. So first thing is we just chop these mushrooms, and make sure you just chop them really, really small.
Should I use this thing?
Yeah, do that. You just wanna chop them really small because you have to get it through that pastry bag or whatever. It has to fit through that. The water's nice and hot. What are you guys listening to?
It's called Italian Restaurant Classics.
Yeah, to all the kids at home, all 4 people that are gonna watch this, now start chopping the leeks. And the garlic. Chop the garlic and the leeks now.
Wow.
Let's get it out of the casing.
Okay, I'm getting out of
What do we got? 1 clove of garlic?
Yeah, I would just use 1. So for the leeks, just cut off this hairy end. And then chop until you get toward the beginning of that green part. Like, you can get through the light green stuff, but chop it pretty thin. Because these will cook down and wilt, so it's not as big a deal how small these are. Huh?
I've never cooked with leeks before.
Me either. Oh my goodness. Alright, I think this is chopped up in 8 to 10 minutes.
Set a timer for... You don't want this too al dente because we're going to be cutting it And if it's too al dente, it'll break and ruin it.
How is this in terms of olive oil? Or do we need more?
I would add a little more. I would add, yeah, like 2 tablespoons more. A little more. There you go. There you go.
What's going in the pan?
All right, so the pan, toss in the leeks and garlic.
Leeks and garlic, not the mushrooms.
Not yet.
High? Medium high? What we talking, huh?
Medium high, I would say, yeah. What you're doing is, in the beginning, you're adding your aromatics, your onions, your sofrito, whatever. It'll be leeks, sausage, mushrooms, tomato paste, wine. That's like the order. Be careful, I just go like this.
Oh, you just slice it right out?
Yeah.
Oh, to open up the casing.
This is what we call making sausage.
Be careful, be careful.
Yeah, teamwork.
Rinse it with cold water so that it's cool enough to touch, and then mix in the olive oil into it.
Okay, cool.
You and me.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is cut off this part to make it like a perfect cylinder.
Okay, perfect.
And then, depending on how long yours is, I'm gonna cut mine into thirds. So this is essentially what you want. How could you not find pastry bags? You know what? I have pastry bags, but I'll use a Ziploc in solidarity.
There you go.
That was all the money we had, Karen!
I'm sorry, Henry. What?
2 tablespoons should be good.
2 tablespoons?
2 tablespoons. Two canned tomatoes.
Hey,
Three onions, Henry.
you got 3 onions? Hey, pass me some of the tomatoes over there.
Don't put too much onions in the sauce. And then after the tomato paste, I would add the mushrooms.
Kenza, do you ever snack while you cook?
Yeah. When I cook when I'm hungry, by the time I'm done cooking, I don't even want to eat my dish.
I am.
Yeah.
That's who I am. I'm full.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
You're not crazy.
Think about it. Think about it.
Think about it.
Tell her about Mr. Groundhog.
Who is Mr. Groundhog?
Honestly, he hasn't really done anything, but like he's always marching around like threatening my garden. And he like walks he walks past it. He hasn't eaten anything, but he'll walk past it like talking shit. And I'll be like, I'm gonna eat those tomatoes. I'm gonna get them.
What do you want?
The way I do it was always Batali's method. It's 5-4-3. That's how I remember it. 5 tablespoons of butter, 4 tablespoons of flour, and 3 cups of milk. I'm pretty sure.
I got nipples, Chris. Can you help me?
And then once you have that cooked down, I would go ahead and add your white wine.
How much white wine?
About a glass. The reason we're doing this is when you make the bechamel, what we're gonna do is melt the butter, then add the flour so you get like a paste. And then you really slowly add the warm milk, and it'll become really thick immediately if you add it slow enough and the milk is hot enough. If you're adding cold milk, it'll be really loose and it'll take a while to cook down. So you want like a nice warm milk, I would say. So put your ricotta cheese in a bowl and then do 1 little sprinkle of 2 little sprinkles of nutmeg. Let me see it. I would take out about 2/3 of that.
Okay.
So you got your ricotta. Now just dump it into that sausage mix. There you go. Yeah, preheat your oven to 350, and then let me know how your butter's doing.
Oh, it's melted.
All right, take it off the heat and add 4 tablespoons of flour. Okay, so now mix it really well until it's nice and thinned out and mixed together well. Now this is the trickiest part. Take your milk and just a little bit into it, pour it in, and then whisk it.
Cool.
And it's gonna immediately thicken up, then put a little more in and keep whisking. And you just slowly pour it in and keep whisking, like that. And as soon as it stops being thick, stop and just whisk for a while until it thickens up again, and then pour in more milk.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna mush it.
There you go. Oh, you don't have to use both hands like a psycho.
You know, it kind of looks like icing.
It's too late.
Yeah, there you go. That's what you want.
I met a guy named Alfredo.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Was his first name Fettuccine? All right, Steph, now start sprinkling salt into the mix. Donald, you get it all in that pastry bag?
Yeah.
All right. You can go ahead and cut a hole that's no bigger than the opening of these. You guys have 2 people.
Got me over here cutting holes.
All right, if you're ready, you can start filling the holes, Donald. I'm gonna rephrase that. If you're ready, you can start pouring it in. I would just fill them to the brim. Yeah. Get it to where it's thick-ish again. Keep mixing on the heat on low until it's thick again, but not like, that's hard to describe. I would say maybe like honey or molasses, that sort of thickness.
Totally.
Viscosity.
I'm a regular Italian sous chef. Ma made it.
You know how you test it? You take a spoon, you dip it in, and then you move your finger. And if it takes a while to get back together, that's when you know it's nice and thick. How's your pasta looking? How is it looking?
Oh, it looks really good.
Yeah, dude, spring game. It's back on. The spring game's back on.
Really?
No.
Did you know there was a line? What the heck?
Get a spoon and start drizzling it on. So now, put in the oven for, I would set the timer for 25 minutes.
Okay. 25 minutes.
25 minutes?
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't do my dishes and they build up in my sink and then I just throw them out and buy new ones.
Brilliant.
They didn't have Colt 45s.
Cheat.
I won't cheat. Ready? Down, up, down. Yep.
I built this Lego.
Down.
Down.
Done. You suck.
Hey, but seriously, when do we add the Parmesan?
Oh, did we not do that? Sprinkle it on, you're supposed to sprinkle it on top. Just sprinkle it on top.
What would you do if somebody bought your pasta and then just put butter in it and ate it?
I'd kill him. Okay, ready? Down, up, down.
Let's go!
Oh shit. Sometimes you got, yeah, sometimes you got to cheat to win. Oh, che bellissimo!
Wow. What do you think, Chef?
Mine's like way better. Cheers.
There's like so much flavor in one bite. Wow, this is so
Got a lot
good.
of flavor.
Yeah, a lot of flavor. Oh my gosh, yeah, we're gonna have this tomorrow too. It'll